Hello and welcome back to New York Gold. Today we're just going to go over some basically just stuff that I do for the angelfish. I want to put a divider in today and I want to put some more things for them to spawn on. So it really has to do with a lot with these guys right here. I want to separate the blues from the koi because they're starting to breed. So I don't want to mix them all up. So that's that. So let me show you what I'm doing. Alright, this is the big sheet of this egg crate lighting material. It's plastic. I got this at Home Depot. This was about $16. It's 47.5 inches long by 23.5 inches long. So I needed, I don't know, like 17.5 or whatever, the inside dimensions. So I don't know if you could see it. I put a line. So I'm going to put my safety glasses on it. I'm going to cut up the line and then I'll cut the next line and well, that's it. So I got my safety glasses on because I don't know if this stuff's going to chip up. It shouldn't, but I have my mark and I measured my second line, and now like that. Alright, now it's in there, it's just a matter of thinning it in there. You can kind of like bend it, it'll fit a little better. I want it nice and tight so it doesn't get knocked around with a little lip. Is that? It's not straight, but I don't want to get wet. And that's better. That's fairly centered, and all the fish are in the wrong spot, but the hard part is done, and now all I gotta do is I'll put the blues on this side and the koi's on that side. How's that? Decision made. Sometimes you just gotta make it, and I made it. Make it easy. Take time. That was it. Why fuss? For what? Quick ride. Alright, phase 1 is done. Phase 2 is, let me see if I can, yeah, that stupid tripod, if I can show you. You see that piece of PVC in the back there? Are we looking at the same thing? That's what I use for them to spawn on instead of a spawning slate. So let me show you what that is real fast. See, it's can you see anything? It's a stick through the hole and balanced on the sides. So let's take this out and take a look at it. Just because if I don't, 3 months from now I'm going to forget what's going on. Hello. Okay. So this is PVC. This is 2-inch PVC. I bought a piece, is it here? Oh, it's over behind me. 1.5 inches. I'm going to try a little smaller, but what I did is I sanded this whole thing down. It's very rough. That's why there's no writing or anything on it. All that stuff is gone, and there's like a shark. And I got a couple of holes in the top and a couple of holes in the bottom. And let me explain what the holes are for. So this just goes across the top of the tank and holds it up. Sometimes if you balance these in there, they knock it over, and this has been working pretty good where it just sits across one of the back corners. The holes in the bottom, what I do is, you know what, pause this for a second. Alright, I'm back. The hole in the bottom is, you could put a piece of airline through. put a piece of airline through. That. And then, let's get rid of this. Put a little air stone on the end of it. And then you take the other end, and if you want, you can feed it up through the center. And now, when this is in the jar, that's the importance of the size. This fits in the jar, and if you want to pull the eggs, put them in the jar. Now put them in here, and then you can have the airline aerating the eggs. So the last time this happened, what I did is I drilled a hole because the eggs were on this side. So on the new ones, the plan is to drill them all around, so this way no matter where the eggs fall, I can put the air stone pretty much close. So this way it goes in the jar like this, and the air bubbles go up, and that aerates the eggs just like the parents fluffing them with their feathers or whatever they got. And that's what I use this for. And is it better than a Slate? I doubt it, but it just works for me. I have a Slate in that tank because I had a piece, but I made this because I didn't have Slate. I needed to improvise. So this is my New York Gold Slate PVC pipe. So don't move, don't move, don't move. I bought a piece today. This is 1.5 inches. This is 2. Can you see the difference? Is it fitting there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyhow, 1.5 inches. And this is 2 feet long. Yeah. So I put a little mark in the center. I'm going to sand this whole thing down, cut it in half, and make 2 out of this. This is under $4 at Home Depot, at $3.95, $3.75, $3.50, something like that. 1.5 inches. So this is a very inexpensive breeding thing. A couple of holes, and you can use a chopstick on the top of this one to hold it in place, and you get those for free when you get your Chinese food. Don't tell me that's expensive. These sticks came from, this was an old kite. They took apart, kite broke. So why throw anything out? It's scrounge. So let me show you how I do this. This is taking a long time, I know. Sorry. All right, before we get started, I do have my safety glasses on. For all you internet police, annoying as you are. And for all you sandpaper nerds, this is 80 grit. I'm using 80 because that is what was on here when I found the sander on the shelf. Nothing special. Nice and coarse, get it nice and rough. So it has to be 80. Can you read it under there? I can't see it. Just trust me, it's 80. Doesn't matter, 180, something like that, whatever you got. Just to make this rough. And when all the writing's off and it's no more shine to it, then it should be done. Okay, let's go. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me sand my rod. Now, I put a mark here before I did this, and then I thought I'm going to lose the mark by sanding it. This is 24 inches. Home Depot doesn't cut anything right, so it's like close. So I marked this with a saw before I sanded it. A little big brain move right there. So now I'm just going to cut it with a handsaw only because I'm too lazy to take the whole chop saw business out. So we'll just, did I just kick you? Just, go ahead. I'm not even gonna speed that up, it went so fast. Did that in real time. Alright, now this is gonna be the top hole that it hangs from. I can see my cut isn't so perfect, but hey, look. That took a long time. And now I'm gonna do a series around the bottom. And you really need to see that. Come on. There you have it. Like a wiffle ball. Alright, here's an 1.5 inch finished product. I just rinse it off in the sink. Get all the residue off, which is all of me. So I take one of my kite sticks through the hole. You see this? And just catty corner it like that. And there you have it. You see the top. See the bottom? Let's see if I can lower here somehow. How's this thing work? There you go. And there you go. And these blues, and hopefully they can figure it out. Now, if you stuck around to the end and watched me sand my rod and all that crap, I do have a tip. Now, I don't know if I stumbled across it on accident or I don't know, but I found that a lot of problems that breeders have, or people breeding angelfish have, is they will breed on places that they don't want them to breed, like glass or hoses or heaters and stuff like that. And I don't know if this was an accident or whatever, but what I found is if I put those pipes up high, they would rather breed on something high in the tank than something lower than that. Like the highest thing in the tank is usually what they pick. So far with these, every time they pick the pipe, and I always had it really high, like hanging either standing up but higher than everything else, and they seem to like it. I don't know if it's the angle or the way they or whatever, but take it for what it's worth. If you have a piece of slate, maybe tie a string around it and then hang it from the top instead of sitting it from the bottom, and maybe they'll choose that over something else, maybe the heater they're going on or something like that. So I don't know, it's something I wish if everyone else would try something like that out and see if it works. Maybe it's just these fish just like it like that and everybody else is different, but it would be cool if anybody breeding angels would give that a shot. Put their breeding slates high or whatever you have them breeding on and see if that works. So that's all I have to say about that. And that's some angel stuff. And I'm done. All right, see you guys later. Bye.